Imagine your phone rings right now. You're struggling with bills, maybe the debt is just piling up, and you're feeling the absolute weight of the world on your shoulders. So you pick up. The voice on the other end is professional, calm, completely reassuring. They tell you that your $50,000 personal loan has been completely approved. Just like that, your financial nightmare is over. All you need to do is pay a small, routine processing fee just to release the funds. You feel this massive wave of relief. You wire the money, and then absolute silence. The money never arrives. The lender just vanishes into thin air. And your most sensitive personal information is now sitting in the hands of a ruthless overseas criminal network.
$10 billion. Over $10 billion was lost to fraud in the United States in a single recent year. To put that into perspective, that's enough money to fund the entire budget of several small countries. We're not talking about petty theft here. This is a highly organized, industrial-scale extraction of wealth from everyday, hardworking people. Your life savings, your credit score, your entire financial identity, it could literally be wiped out in a single afternoon while you're just sitting at your kitchen table.
Listen to how incredibly real this sounds. This is an actual word-for-word script used by these syndicates. Hello, this is Lauren calling from the Lending Review Department. I'm the senior underwriter, and I just wanted to give you a quick call as we start to follow up on your $58,000 loan approval. Everything looks good. We just need to confirm your preferred terms before sending the paperwork over. Press 2 to speak with an agent. I mean, it sounds like an absolute lifeline, doesn't it? Actually, scratch that. It's a trapdoor. If you press 2, the nightmare begins.
Welcome to the Fraud Files, where we expose real scams and protect Americans exactly like you. Today's case file is a deep dive into an operation that is systematically destroying lives. But look, armed with the right knowledge, this explainer could literally save you thousands of dollars. We are pulling back the curtain on the predators calling your phone. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Fake Loan Approval Scam.
The specific crime we are dissecting today is known as the fake loan approval scam, which often runs hand in hand with advanced fee fraud. You have to understand, these aren't hackers breaking into bank vaults with complex code. These are master psychological manipulators who convince you to open the vault and hand them the cash yourself. And they aren't going after billionaires either. They specifically target seniors surviving on fixed incomes. They target families living paycheck to paycheck who need fast cash just to keep the lights on. They intentionally hunt individuals with low credit scores who have already been rejected by legitimate banks. They lure you in with fake promises of $5,000 to $100,000 loans. They use your desperation as a weapon against you.
Section 2. The Anatomy of a Crime.
Let's break down the exact mechanics of how these criminals operate, because this isn't random. It is a highly choreographed process designed to steal your identity and your money with maximum efficiency. Here is the scammer's exact playbook. Step 1, they buy your leaked data on the dark web. Your name, your phone number, maybe an old loan application you filled out months ago. Step 2 is the urgent hook. They start bombarding you with automated or live calls, sometimes 2 to 10 times a single day, claiming your funds are ready. Step 3, fake verification. They get you on the phone and ask you to confirm your social security number or your date of birth. Guys, this isn't for a loan. This is pure identity theft. And finally, step 4, the fee trap, the fatal blow. They tell you the loan is ready, but you must pay $100 to $500 for an insurance or release fee via a wire transfer or gift cards. And once you pay that fee, the illusion shatters and they disappear. Now you might be sitting there thinking, come on, I would never fall for that. But you really need to understand the psychological warfare they are using against you. They rely heavily on urgency and scarcity, constantly telling you the offer expires today, literally forcing you to act before you have a second to think. They use authority, giving themselves fancy titles like senior underwriter to sound totally official. They rely on confusion. I mean, even if you never applied for a loan, you might call back just to see if someone stole your identity. And finally, the fear of missing out. The idea of $50,000 pre-approved and just waiting for you, it's incredibly tempting. These triggers are designed to bypass your logical brain entirely.
Section 3. The Your Own Money Trap.
Let me share an absolutely terrifying real-world case study to prove exactly how elaborately these scammers will manipulate your reality just to steal from you. Take Sarah, a 68-year-old widow from Ohio. Fraudsters contacted her about a fake loan. To prove the loan was real, they actually made it look like the funds had arrived in her main checking account. How on earth did they do that? Well, they had secretly gained partial access to one of her secondary savings accounts at a completely different bank. They transferred her own money from her secondary account into her main checking account. When she saw the balance go up, of course she believed the loan was real. Then, the scammers called back, claimed there was an error with the loan amount, and demanded she transfer the funds back to their safe account. She wasn't returning a loan. She was unknowingly handing over the absolute last of her late husband's life insurance. It devastated her both financially and emotionally.
Section 4. The AI Fraud Upgrade.
If Sarah's story doesn't chill you to the bone, we need to pivot to the terrifying new reality of this threat. Because the days of easily spotting a scam just because of bad grammar or a weird static-filled phone connection, those days are over. Artificial intelligence is now being weaponized to make these criminals nearly impossible to spot. They are using AI for perfect voice cloning. They can sound exactly like a real bank representative or even a family member. They use automated bot call campaigns to hit tens of thousands of victims simultaneously. They utilize hyper-personalized phishing attacks that actually pull your public data to craft messages specifically tailored to your life. And they generate dynamic, flawless, fake banking websites that look perfectly legitimate but exist for one reason only: to capture your passwords.
Section 5. Spotting the red flags. All right, so we have firmly established the threat. Now we shift the focus to your defense. It is time to arm you with the critical survival knowledge you absolutely need to recognize a predator before they strike. I want you to pull out your phone and take a screenshot of this list right now. Seriously, do it. These 6 warning signs are your ultimate shield. 1. Demands for upfront processing or insurance fees. 2. Guaranteed approval with absolutely no credit check. 3. Unsolicited calls. Real lenders do not hunt you down out of the blue. 4. Extreme pressure to act immediately before an offer expires. 5. Vague company information or communicating only via WhatsApp. And 6. Asking for your one-time passwords, your banking passwords, or your PINs. If you see even one of these red flags, I guarantee you are dealing with a criminal.
There is a fundamental difference between reality and fraud here. A real lender evaluates your credit history. And if there are processing fees, legitimate banks just deduct them directly from the total loan amount they disperse to you. A scam caller, on the other hand, guarantees approval, operates purely on panic, and demands that you pay upfront fees using untraceable methods like prepaid gift cards, cryptocurrency, or wire transfers. Let's be clear, real banks do not accept iTunes gift cards as loan insurance.
Section 6. Protecting your identity. Knowing the red flags is step 1. Sure, but you must actively harden your digital footprint. I'm going to give you these 6 defensive tactics rapid fire. Number 1. Stop answering unknown numbers. If it's a legitimate entity, they will leave a voicemail. Number 2. Never press buttons on robocalls. Pressing 2 to opt out, it just signals to their computer that your line is active. Number 3. Aggressively block repeat scam numbers daily. Number 4. Dig into your phone settings and turn on carrier-level spam filters. Number 5. Register your number on the National Do Not Call list. Now look, it won't stop criminals, but it stops real telemarketers, which makes the actual scams so much easier to spot. Number 6. Never ever confirm your personal information over the phone if you did not initiate the call. Ignoring and blocking is literally the only way to starve these scammers of oxygen.
Section 7. What if it's too late?
Now, if you have a sinking feeling right now because you've already answered the call or maybe you've handed over your social security number, take a breath. Do not panic, but you must act with absolute speed. Here is your emergency protocol. First, stop all contact immediately. Do not confront them, just block them. Second, freeze your credit with all major credit bureaus instantly to stop them from opening accounts in your name. Third, call your bank, tell them you've been compromised, and get them to flag your accounts. Fourth, file an official report with the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov. Fifth, report the cybercrime to the FBI at ic3.gov. And finally, change all of your relevant account passwords and enable two-factor authentication everywhere. You have to lock down your life.
Section 8. Are scammers getting caught?
At this point, you are probably incredibly angry, and you're wondering, where is the law? Why aren't the police kicking down doors and arresting these people? Well, here is the honest reality check. Governments and financial commissions try to blacklist these fake lending entities. The reality? AI allows scammers to instantly rebrand, generating a brand new fake company name and a flawless website the very next day. Law enforcement attempts to trace stolen funds through crypto and wire networks. The brutal reality? Once you send the money, it is bounced across borders in seconds and is almost never recovered. International task forces are absolutely hunting these overseas rings. But the reality? Extradition is extremely slow, and these call centers operate in jurisdictions that actively shield them. The hard truth is, the cavalry is not coming to get your money back.
And that brings us to the harsh, undeniable truth of this explainer.
You are your own first and last line of defense. But you're also the line of defense for the people you love. These scammers prey on the vulnerable. They hunt our parents, our grandparents, and our friends who are going through really tough financial hardships. I need you to share this explainer with them. Do not let someone you love become a victim just because they simply didn't know what to look for. Form a protective shield around your family today.
I want to leave you with this final, very serious thought. Look at your phone right now. Think about the passwords you use. Think about the unknown numbers you answered last week. Are your accounts truly secure right now? Or is your data sitting in a leaked database on the dark web, just waiting for an AI bot to dial your number tomorrow morning?
You have to stay ahead of these threats. Subscribe to the Fraud Files for daily scam alerts and deep dive investigations. Comment below if you've experienced this or if someone you know has been targeted, because your warning could absolutely save the next person reading the comments. Stay alert, stay safe. Remember, the fraudsters are always watching, but now, so are we.